Cronkite News, the Arizona Diamondbacks brought out the brooms for a historic win as they inch closer to the World Series.
Plus, we take you to the men's side of Pac-12 Media Day, what the Arizona schools have in store for its last season in the conference.
And later, a Valley man turning his life around, how a former inmate started a business that went viral.
And the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air to left. Gurriella's there. The Arizona Diamondbacks sweep the Dodgers and head for the LCS.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Beatrice Martinez.
And I'm Paul Schultz. Thank you for joining us. The Valley is celebrating the Diamondbacks' big win over the Dodgers last night as they move on to the National League Championship Series.
The Diamondbacks have yet to lose in this postseason, first sweeping the Brewers and now the Dodgers. We start by taking a look back at how they got it all done.
Yep, Diamondbacks manager Torey Lovullo gave the ball to pitcher Brandon Pfaadt to start the game, and the rookie delivered, going 4 1/3 scoreless innings, striking out 2, and benefiting from some stellar defense behind him thanks to fellow rookie Corbin Carroll. Meanwhile, at the plate, the D-backs bats came alive in the bottom of the third as Geraldo Perdomo hit a solo shot to get the home run parade underway. And then after Ketel Marte and Christian Walker followed with long balls of their own, Gabby Moreno blasted one deep as the D-backs became the first team in postseason history to hit 4 home runs in 1 inning. The Diamondbacks went on to celebrate the 4-2 victory and the series sweep over the boys in blue.
I want to be very respectful of Doc and the LA Dodgers. They're a quality team. They're a really good team. But because they're so good and because of the success they've had in any part of our industry, and then you whittle it down to playing against us and then eliminating us in 17 and, basically beating us for a couple of years, it means that we're a good baseball team and we've arrived. It feels extremely good overall, period.
Cronkite News had a team of reporters covering the game last night as the Diamondbacks won in front of a sellout crowd at Chase Field.
Our Trey Matthews got a first-hand look at the post-game celebrations as he brings us player and fan reactions.
It's a party in Arizona once again because for the first time since 2007, the Diamondbacks are moving on to the National League Championship Series. They swept the heavily favored Dodgers by a score of 4-2 in Game 3, and they put on a show in front of a sold-out crowd.
We want to make this state proud of us. We have to earn their trust back and have them understand that we're here every single day to perform and win them back over.
The D-backs fan base wasn't the only thing that was electrifying. Their bats were also on fire all series long. The Snakes became the first postseason team to hit 4 home runs in the same inning. That gave rookie starting pitcher Brandon Pfaadt much-needed confidence to pitch more effective.
Try to be as efficient as possible, get the bats back in the dugout. So it's easier to do it then. It's more focused at that point when you score a lot of runs in 1 inning.
We're a good baseball team and we've arrived. It feels extremely good overall, period.
To quote the legendary Babe Ruth, the way a team plays as a whole determines its success. And the Arizona Diamondbacks have been playing some great collective team baseball the past couple series. But they know the job is not finished. At Chase Field, Trey Matthews, Cronkite News.
Thanks, Trey. We're now less than a month away from the start of basketball season as the Pac-12 Farewell Tour continues. The Arizona State Sun Devils will look to build on one of their most successful seasons in recent history following last year's trip to March Madness, where the season ended at the hands of TCU. This year's Sun Devil squad looks a whole lot different than the tournament team from last year. Frankie Collins and Jemiah Neal return, but 6 transfers will look to make an impact as well. At Pac-12 Media Day, head coach Bobby Hurley discussed the importance of breaking bad habits and avoiding poor practices in order to give his team a boost in close games.
With us, we had 2 games last year. Our Texas Southern game, we lost at the buzzer, and then and obviously San Francisco. Those games impacted our ability to be straight in the NCAA tournament, where we don't have to go to Dayton and win a game. And I would have loved to see our first game not be played in Dayton the way we played against Nevada in that first round.
Meanwhile, the Arizona Wildcats have been named the #1 team in the Pac-12 preseason poll after bowing out in the first round of the NCAA tournament last year. Alexis Davis reports from Las Vegas that the Wildcats are looking for redemption.
In 2021, Arizona took a chance on new head coach Tommy Lloyd, and the grass was indeed greener on the other side. The Wildcats have won 61 games under his leadership. Lloyd wants to build up his team's armor to make them battle ready.
Toughness can be kind of a catch-all term. And, I've never felt that we're soft. I think we play a very aggressive, physical style of basketball.
Senior center Umar Ballo admits he did not become the Pac-12 Player of the Year alone. With his decision to follow Lloyd and buying into his tough mentality, he says it's paying off in more ways than one.
And that was probably the best decision because he led me where I needed to be. And I'm grateful I'm here today, went through my struggle and found my own ways, and thankful for the program to give me a second chance.
As a Utah transfer, senior guard Pele Larson knows the Pac-12 conference in and out. He says his decision to come to Tucson was well worth it.
When I came in as freshman, I definitely didn't imagine myself playing at Arizona. But, it's been great, and I'm very blessed and thankful. Me and O kind of got there at the same time and been through the same stuff, so it's really nice for me to share that journey with him.
When the 7-foot center was asked who he wants to go into battle with, without a blink, he had one answer.
And Pele for sure.
In Las Vegas, Alexis Davis, Cronkite News.
Coming up next, ASU men's hockey is joining a new conference next year. How the program will be adjusting to a new schedule and tougher opponents. And we have a warm few days ahead. Your weekend forecast is up next.
Now on Passport.
What are you looking for in your life?
There's an important story that needs to be told.
Is it a sense of your own destiny?
Choose your story.
Try to help create change in some way.
It's a beautiful thing. Not very many people get to see.
Once you come into the neighborhood, you are part of the family.
You can be a good person or a bad person. It's your choice.
Stop complaining and go actually do something.
Now you can stream even more documentaries with Passport on the PBS Video app.
And that's the way it is. Monday, September.
Newscasting has changed a lot since the time of Walter Cronkite. That's why here at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism, you can learn the studio production skills of today in real time. Whether you want to work audio, direct, technical direct, design graphics, or you can even run the floor. It's all part of the Television Production and Graphics Lab here at the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. We're going on in 3, 2...
Did you know newsrooms today are looking for bilingual journalists? Cronkite Noticias prepares you to cover diverse communities. In Cronkite Noticias, you will obtain an unforgettable experience.
Nopales como este van a tumbar.
Cronkite Noticias.
And develop your skills with the latest technology.
Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications Phoenix Sports Bureau provides students with hands-on learning experiences and opportunities in sports journalism. From covering local high schools, colleges, and the pros, students get the opportunity to go live from our Facebook shows covering local, collegiate, and pro sports in the Valley. From digital reporting, broadcast, social media, and producing, there's opportunities for all. For more, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
The fun is not over yet as the Valley celebrates the unforgettable win at Chase Field. Looks like the D-backs fans finally outnumber the Dodgers fans at home.
That's right, Paul. We've worked many D-backs together in the past, but we've never seen Chase Field quite like this before.
Yeah, absolutely. The atmosphere was just unmatched. Pretty sure all of downtown could hear the crowd. And while the fans continue the chaos, it's going to take time for this win over the Boys in Blue to soak in for Arizona.
It's really hard for me to describe right now. There is a lot of emotion inside of our clubhouse, inside of each body, and I'm not exempt from that. So I'm just trying to slow down the moment to enjoy it, interpret it, and just let it register a little bit.
The Sun Devils' dominant win over the Arizona Wildcats last Friday kicked off the beginning of the end for ASU's time as an independent NCAA Division I program.
Cronkite News reporter Jacob Luthi joins us in the newsroom with more on the Sun Devils conference shift next year.
While ASU is focused on the season ahead, their eyes are also set for next year. New rivalries, stronger competition, and the opportunity to compete for a conference championship are coming to ASU hockey program next season, and this team is certainly ready for it.
NCAA Division I school is coming to an end after this season.
We're ready for the next chapter. We've done all we can do as an independent.
ASU is set to officially join the National Collegiate Hockey Conference in 2024, after initially being rejected in 2015. Since then, ASU has spent the last 8 years developing itself as a formidable program, and at 15 years as head coach, Greg Powers knows this team has proven its competitive ability to take on the top teams in the nation.
We've made, essentially 2 NCAA tournaments as an independent in 7 full seasons. The last team before us as an independent to make the tournament was 30 years prior. So it's hard. It's hard to do.
Joining the conference not only gives ASU a stronger appeal to potential recruits, but it also gives athletes more to play for towards the end of their season.
Student athletes want to believe that they're playing for something. And maybe the strongest argument for Arizona State simply is that in a conference championship, and particularly in sports with an automatic qualifier, the opportunity to play in a conference playoff championship gives you not only the opportunity to extend your season, but secondly, the opportunity to qualify for the NCAAs.
NCHC Commissioner Heather Weems talked about ASU's growth as a hockey program, which made them a viable candidate for the conference. But Mullet Arena checked the final box, giving fans both home and visiting an enjoyable hockey viewing experience.
The arena is located close to hotel and dining options. The amenities of the building are well planned, and the energy and support in that area of the country for hockey, college hockey, is growing.
Winning 5 NCAA tournaments in its first 10 seasons, the NCHC is one of the premier conferences in men's college hockey, and ASU is hoping to eventually add to that number. In Tempe, Jacob Luthi, Cronkite News.
Well, we're almost to the weekend, and it's going to be another warm one.
Evan Reiser joins us now with what we can expect.
All right, guys, as we take a look at the evening planner tonight, you can see it's going to start at 84 degrees as we take a look right now, but it will cool off throughout the night. We'll see 81 at 8 p.m., and then we'll dip into the 70s at 9 p.m. at 78 and 76 degrees at 10 p.m. And as we take a look at tomorrow's low temperatures, you can see 66 here in Phoenix, and it's going to be cold up north, 29 up at the Grand Canyon and 31 up in Flagstaff. But as we take a look south, we'll see a low of 62 in Tucson and low 50s down in the southeastern part of the state. As we take a look at tomorrow's highs, some exciting stuff. Only 91 degrees of a high in Phoenix. As we move north, we'll see the high to mid 60s. And as we move south, we will see some low 80s and a high 80 of 89 in Tucson. Taking a look at the 8-day forecast, we will see a nice comfortable weekend, 91 and 94 on Friday and Saturday, and 100 degrees on Sunday. That 100 will stay out through Monday and Tuesday, and as we get into Wednesdays, we'll be back under 100 at 97 degrees, and a high of 98 and 98 on Thursday and Friday as the Diamondbacks return home for the National League Championship Series. In the Cronkite Weather Center, I'm Evan Reiser.
Thank you, Evan. Coming up next, the difficulty of getting a job after being in prison.
How one local man found a path to success with pies.
My heart is racing right now.
Fasten your seatbelt.
You're uncovering the truth.
These are consequential things. Yeah.
Oh, but
look at everybody.
I feel the presence of all these people. I've got history.
No.
I wish my ma could be here to see this.
Amazing.
It's like the most vital stuff, right?
Tuesdays on Arizona PBS.
I'm Chef Mark Tarbell. Welcome to Check Please Arizona. You picked this place. Tell us why.
It was just so cozy.
Anything you order there is going to be phenomenal.
I had the meatballs.
Garlicky in the absolute best way.
They were amazeballs. I was that person that went up to the salsa bar 4 times.
Not what I was expecting. Join me for the 10th season of Check Please Arizona. I'm getting hungry.
ASU's one and only student-run radio station, Blaze Radio, provides students with opportunities to cover a variety of topics. From music,
this is Sun City Garage,
to sports coverage,
against the Brewers in his last outing, he went
to news.
The bill also gives parents the ability to see,
and entertainment updates. Blaze Radio offers a fun environment to gain valuable broadcast experience. To find out more, visit blazeradioonline.com.
Good evening, I'm Deanna Pistono, and this is your Cronkite News Report. We start with the Israel-Hamas war. At the time of this broadcast, the death toll has grown to over 2,700 from both sides of the conflict. And National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby said 27 Americans have been killed and another 14 are unaccounted for. Back here in the Valley, student groups at Arizona universities held rallies in support of each other and to promote peace. This morning, a large group turned out to a rally organized by the Students for Justice in Palestine. Supporters marched down Palm Walk on ASU's Tempe campus. The group was also met with a small group supporting Israel. And last night, hundreds of students also gathered at ASU's Tempe campus to show their support for Israel. Many of the students prayed and sang traditional Jewish songs. The gathering ended with a candlelight vigil. Meanwhile, the city of Phoenix is showing its support for Israel by bathing City Hall in blue and white light, the colors of the Israeli flag. The building was first lit up on Tuesday night, and the city said today it will continue to light the building at night for the whole week. In other news, finding a job after being incarcerated can be difficult, and it's even more challenging for people of color. Cronkite News reporter Roxanne De La Rosa spoke with a person who used his experience in prison and turned it into a business.
JP Avila's food cart, Prison Pies, is bustling with business after a local food blogger came by for a visit.
Those posts that he put, one on Instagram and one on TikTok, and they went viral. They got over 4 million views each one.
In Arizona, more than 46,000 people are in jail, according to the Arizona Department of Economic Security. Re-entering society after a stretch in prison can be challenging for people of color.
We're trying to break a stigma for people that didn't go to prison and how they look at us.
Avila says while serving time, he learned how to make tamales from crushed bags of Doritos, along with ingredients from the prison commissary. That is how he started his business, Prison Pies.
A lot of the stuff that we learned in prison, we can utilize out here to make ourselves a good life for ourselves.
The Arizona Department of Economic Security is helping individuals to find employment.
DES is able to provide a number of services to reentry clients. So we're helping them develop those hard and soft workforce skills. We're helping them develop their resumes. Prepare their interview skills by doing mock interviews with them.
Today is Jeff Larson's first time visiting the stand. He says the idea of prison food was a little bit scary, but he was also curious about it.
I've never been to prison, so I didn't know what to expect. And it's really good, delicious. I'll definitely be back.
Every Wednesday evening, JP comes near Park and Swap on 40th Street in Washington to set up his food truck, Prison Pies.
Avila says people are surprised when they taste his food and hear his story.
Just because you've been to prison doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that you're, that you can't change.
Avila hopes to help others who have been in his shoes. For him, it's important to share his experience. In Phoenix, Roxanne De La Rosa, Cronkite News.
And we're just a few days away from a major event. I'm talking about the partial solar eclipse, which will be viewable in parts of Arizona. The solar eclipse will happen this Saturday morning, and as you can see, the path will extend over northeast Arizona. A solar eclipse happens when the moon goes between the sun and the earth. It will begin precisely at 8:11 a.m., and it'll be over by 11:02. Folks who live in northeast Arizona will see most of the sun blocked out, but will still be able to see some of the sun blocked out here in the valley. And sticking with space, a quick update on the NASA and SpaceX Psyche mission we covered yesterday. Today's launch was postponed due to unfavorable weather conditions. The launch is now scheduled for tomorrow at 10:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Senior citizens are going to see a smaller boost to their Social Security checks in 2024. The Social Security Administration announced on Thursday that recipients will receive a cost of living adjustment of 3.2% next year, which comes out to $59. This boost is more than 5% less than seniors received this year. The annual adjustment is based on inflation metrics from August through October, which has started to decrease compared to the past few years. Every day is a good day to celebrate the nation's service members, but tomorrow is extra special. It's the U.S. Navy's birthday. On October 13, 1775, the Continental Congress approved the first U.S. naval force. That is a lot of candles to blow out, 248 to be exact. And that's it for your Cronkite News Briefing. From the newsroom, I'm Deanna Pistono. Back to Paul and Bea at the desk.
Thank you, Deanna. After the break, college students hoping to make the right move.
How this club is bringing people of all ages together one piece at a time.
ASU's one and only student-run radio station, Blaze Radio, provides students with opportunities to cover a variety of topics. From music,
This is Sun City Garage,
to sports coverage,
Against the Brewers in his last outing, he went
to news,
The bill also gives parents the ability to sue.
and entertainment updates. Blaze Radio offers a fun environment to gain valuable broadcast experience. To find out more, visit blazeradioonline.com.
The Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communications Phoenix Sports Bureau provides students with hands-on learning experiences and opportunities in sports journalism. From covering local high schools, colleges, and the pros, students get the opportunity to go live from our Facebook shows covering local, collegiate, and pro sports in the Valley. From digital reporting, broadcast, social media, and producing, there's opportunities for all. For more, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
This is CN to Go. I'm Emily Olson with your Wednesday news briefing.
Do you want to create innovative content for Cronkite News? Do you enjoy listening to podcasts? Then CN to Go is for you. Cronkite News to Go is a podcast where students cover the latest headlines. Students become audio producers and hosts and will learn how to write, record, and edit stories. You can listen to the latest episodes on these platforms.
Did you know newsrooms today are looking for bilingual journalists? Cronkite Noticias prepares you to cover diverse communities. In Cronkite Noticias, you will obtain an unforgettable experience.
Nopales como este van a tumbar.
Cronkite Noticias.
And develop your skills with the latest technology.
The popularity of chess has continued to grow since the Netflix show The Queen's Gambit was released in 2020.
Cronkite News reporter Philip Level spoke with tournament directors from the ASU Chess Club to find out how they are working towards growing the game further.
You can start your game. Maharshi Patel grew up playing chess in India. He moved to the United States last year to pursue an education in computer science. He joined the ASU Chess Club and was elected to be a tournament director because he loves chess and is eager to give other people the opportunity to play over the board.
I want everyone in ASU to know that there is a chess club. Yes, we do exist. And I just want to promote chess as much as we can because we want everyone to playing here, having diversity, just to get exposed to all the age groups, all the rating groups.
The ASU Chess Club aims to be a community where people of all ages can learn about the game they love. Although there are some meetings that are exclusive to students at ASU, the club offers tournaments where anyone can compete. People from all over the world can play a game of chess online whenever they want. However, in-person tournaments are limited, and the ASU Chess Club wants to give players chances to play competitively. There's an entry fee of $15 to play in the tournaments, but all proceeds go toward funding the club and improving their equipment.
Yeah, we're actually planning to upgrade a lot of our boards and sets to, because right now these are triple weighted. They're really nice to play with, but we only have like 5 of them, and some of our sets are kind of, I guess,
kind of crusty.
Yeah, crusty.
Like, but anyway, we're just trying to get like more events going, like Ethan was saying, and build like a more resilient chess community.
The next ASU Chess Club tournament will be played on Saturday, October 21st. The only requirement for the competition is that all players have an active United States Chess Federation membership. In Tempe, Philip Level, Cronkite News.
Well, that's going to do it for tonight on Cronkite News. Thanks for joining us.
And to see top stories, Arizona stories anytime, log on to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.